The Galactic Council's central archive hummed with the quiet efficiency of 1,000 alien processors working in perfect harmony. Amy pressed her palm against the scanner, watching the blue light dance across her skin. She had been the first human to set foot in this sacred hall of knowledge, and now she was about to learn why the galaxy had kept Earth isolated for so long. "The scan is complete," announced Protus, his crystalline body refracting the archive's ambient light into dancing rainbows across the walls. "You may proceed to Terminal 7. Amy nodded, her boots clicking against the polished floor as she made her way deeper into the archive. Patrick was already there, his fingers flying across the holographic interface with the practiced ease of a xenobiologist who had spent years dreaming of this moment. "Amy, you need to see this," Patrick said, his voice tight with an emotion she couldn't quite place. Fear, excitement, both. She leaned over his shoulder, squinting at the alien script that slowly translated itself into English. The header read, "Galactic Predator Classification System, Complete Census." "What am I looking at?" Amy asked. Patrick gestured at the screen where thousands of species names scrolled past in neat columns. Each entry was color-coded, green for herbivores, yellow for omnivores, and red for predators. The red entries were surprisingly few, perhaps one in every 50 species. "This is why they quarantined Earth," Patrick whispered. "This is why first contact took 300 years longer than it should have." He entered a command, and the screen changed. A search query appeared. "Homo sapiens DNA analysis complete." The results made Amy's blood run cold. Where every other species had a single classification, humanity's entry was different. The text blazed in crimson letters across the screen. "Apex predator, extreme caution, advised." But that wasn't what made Patrick's hands shake as he scrolled through the data. It was the subcategories, the analysis, the comparisons, that painted a picture of humanity that Amy had never considered. "According to this," Patrick said, his voice barely above a whisper, "we're the only species in the known galaxy that evolved as pursuit predators. Do you understand what that means?" Amy shook her head, but the pieces were already falling into place in her mind. "Every other predator in the galaxy is an ambush hunter," Patrick continued. "They lie in wait, they strike fast. They have venom or superior strength or camouflage. But humans," he laughed, a sound without humor, "humans just keep coming." The database entry expanded, showing comparative analysis. Amy read in growing disbelief. "Human hunting strategy relies on persistence predation, a technique so energy inefficient that it should not exist in nature. Humans will track prey for days, even weeks, across impossible distances. Prey animals will flee to exhaustion, collapse, and die while the human hunter remains functional. No other sapient species demonstrates this capability." "That's not all," Patrick said, scrolling further. "Look at our physical specifications." The list was damning. Binocular vision with exceptional long-range focus, predator trait. Forward-facing eyes optimized for tracking movement, predator trait. Exceptional endurance due to bipedal locomotion and advanced cooling system, unique predator adaptation. Omnivorous dentition with prominent canines, predator trait. Advanced throwing accuracy, predator trait. No other species can match human precision. Pack hunting and complex communication, advanced predator trait. Persistence of aggression even when satiated, extreme predator anomaly. "They're afraid of us," Amy said quietly. "The entire galaxy is afraid of us. Can you blame them?" Patrick pulled up another file, this one marked with multiple security warnings. "This is the incident that triggered the quarantine." Amy watched the historical footage play out. A human colony ship, one of the early ones from before Earth knew it wasn't alone, had encountered a Vexillian vessel. The Vexillians were classified as predators, fearsome hunters who had conquered 3 star systems through sheer aggressive dominance. The human ship had been damaged. Desperate, the Vexillians had attacked, expecting easy prey. The footage showed what happened next. The humans hadn't run, they hadn't surrendered, they had boarded the Vexillian ship, hunting the hunters through their own corridors with a methodical precision that made the Vexillian scales stand on end. Within 6 hours, the human crew had captured the Vexillian vessel intact, its crew locked in their own brig, traumatized by the experience of being preyed for the first time in their evolutionary history. The Council received the distress call, Patrick said. The Vexillian captain's last words before the signal cut out were, "They don't stop, they never stop. What kind of monsters chase you through the dark?" Amy felt a chill run down her spine. She thought of Earth's history, of humanity's wars, of how humans had hunted megafauna to extinction across every continent they had touched. She thought of persistence hunting, of marathons, of how humans were the only species that ran for fun. So they quarantined us, she said. Not to protect us from the galaxy, but to protect the galaxy from us. Exactly. Patrick closed the files, his expression grim. Every other predator species hunts to eat. Humans hunt because we can, because we're good at it, because something in our DNA won't let us stop once we start chasing something. Proto-Cardazoon materialized beside them, his crystalline form chiming softly. You understand now why the Council debated for 3 centuries whether to make contact. Many argued that humanity should remain isolated forever, a predator species too dangerous to join galactic civilization. But you made contact anyway, Amy said. Why? Jen's form shifted, color swirling in what might have been the equivalent of a smile. Because the galaxy needs predators, Miss Amy, not to hunt, but to protect. The Krovaks are coming, a swarm species that cannot be reasoned with, cannot be stopped by conventional means. They consume everything in their path. He gestured at the database, at humanity's crimson entry. We need a species that never stops chasing. We need persistence predators. We need humans. Patrick and Amy exchanged glances. In that moment, they understood the weight of what humanity represented, the apex predators of a galaxy that had forgotten what true predation looked like. When do we start? Amy asked. Jen's colors brightened. Immediately. The hunt begins now. And somewhere deep in human DNA, something ancient and patient stirred, ready to chase prey across the endless dark between stars. End.